Happy Ostara, everyone, and welcome to the Air Goddess Network. I am the Air Goddess. We have officially reached the spring equinox. Today is March 20th, and I'll be pulling for the week of March 20th to March 26th, 2022. It is also Aries season, so it's a double hit. So it's a lot going on. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. I'll be pulling for the week with my good tarot deck right here from Colette Baron-Reid, and then our energy oracle, as always, to see how it ties in, is going to be with the energy oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor right here. So let's get started. I hope you had a great weekend, everyone. Happy birthday to all the Aries sunflowers out there. I know you're going to be looking forward to a great year. We are also starting the astrological new year, as Aries is the first sign in the astrological wheel traditionally. So it's going to be a lot going on. And we have our first card. We have the Emperor card, ruled by Aries. It is a major arcana card, so that's awesome. You guys are coming out the box ready to go, rared up and ready to go, all fiery and just full of life and energy and new beginnings. So let's see what our next card is going to be, to see how that energy is going to play. So let's get our second card. And we've got the Hanged Man right here. This is ruled by Neptune, another major arcana card, upright position as well. So let's go ahead and get into this reading, why don't we? So, of course, like I said, we have you guys, the Aries, coming on out. This is the Emperor card. This is a major arcana card, like I said. It's someone who is fair, who is stable, and we know that fire isn't necessarily a stable energy, but in this case, this is someone who knows how to control their energy, knows how to be fair, knows how to use their optimism, use their strength, and use their spirit in order to get somewhere and to unify people around them. So this is someone, it could be you, it could be someone else around you, it could be someone you know at work, it could be someone in your family. Again, it could be you also. But like I said, this is a really, really good card. It shows someone who is raring to go, but knows how to bring people together. They are stable, they're optimistic, they are fair, and they're just wanting to make sure everybody is taken care of. And the biggest thing is that they are people who fight for others when need be, because as you know, Aries is a warrior planet, and it's ruled by the planet Mars, and Mars is known for war. It rules the warrior spirit within all of us, and when we have to fight for what is right and what is just, then we are looking to make sure that everyone is taken care of. We want to make sure that the tribe is good, not just ourselves, but also our tribe. So those who have a warrior spirit, those who want to be fair and stable and make quick decisions, but because sometimes in war you can't sit around and lollygag about what decision to make, because if you do, things could get lost, things could get missing, or in some cases something could just die. And I hate to say it like that, but it's not a real death. It's more of, if you're not, you can miss an opportunity if you don't make the decision. So most Aries are seen to be impulsive, but that comes from having to make quick decisions that, in times of stress and in times of times where you have to realize that the quick decision in the end may be the best decision at the moment. Because if you don't make the decision, then you may lose the war, you may lose the fight, you may lose the thing that you're really striving to take care of and keep. So the downside of Aries, of course, is impulsivity. They can be a little bit stubborn, a little bit headstrong, but what they're truly trying to do is make sure that things don't fall by the wayside. Because think of what a warrior does. They have to make a quick decision when they're out there by themselves. They may not have their team, and they may have to make a decision that's going to save a life in the long run. They may burn themselves out, but at least they know, even if I have to burn myself out, I know I've saved someone else somewhere along along the way. And that's what their main thing is. So they're stable in the sense of, I'm trying to make sure that I keep things in line, even if I'm the only one that has to make the decision at the time. It's the best decision at the time. And you may not see it now, but you may see it later. So that's what they mean when they say that the person is stable, that they're making the best decision based on the right now in order to save the future. And that's what sometimes is required in life. Okay, so again, this could be you, this could be energy around you, you having to make a quick decision about a project that you can't necessarily get in touch with your team about. It could be, you know, you having it could be something as simple as, you know, it may sound mundane, but it could be something as simple as making a decision about what to make for dinner when you thought you had a plan and now you have to go back and make another one. This is someone who is on their own, that has to do it by themselves when they know that there is nobody available at the time. They know they have a team, but they may be in a position where they have to make the decision by themselves at that moment. So that's what this card represents. Being able to be stable in your thinking and being stable in what your decisions are, and standing up for your decisions despite what anyone else has to say at the moment. Could be because at the end of the day, they may realize later why you made that decision, and then be grateful and thankful for you making that decision, even though at the time it seemed impulsive, it seemed rash, and it seemed not quite in line with what the team wants to do or wanted to do at the moment. So here we have the secondary card, which is the Neptune card. This is Hanged Man, and this is a card that asks us or asks you to see things in a different way. So when you have an Emperor card and the Neptune card together, it's asking to take in other perspectives and not just your own. Because sometimes with Aries energy, you or the people around you, whoever this might be, like I said, this could be you or someone else, that this person could be someone that wants to see things their way and they're not open to other people's perspectives. And so what it's asking you or asking others around you to do is take a look at other people's perspectives before you make a final decision, if and when you can, when you are in the position to do so. Because sometimes a person who has been in life, who has had to make decisions by themselves for so long, when they become a part of a team or a group, they tend to stay in their mindset of what it is that they want to do, and they forget that they are part of a team here and that it's not just them anymore, and to see other perspectives. But don't allow others to become martyrs for your idea. Okay? So even though this could be a good card, it's also telling us to remember to take in other people's perspective if and when we can, when we are in the space to do so, especially if you're part of a team. Especially if you're part of a team. No one person's idea is the right idea. Take in other people's perspective and then come together to make the decision. But this is when teamwork comes into play. This is not a card when you know you're by yourself. If you know you have a partner or partners, whether it be in a relationship, whether it be in a business, whether it be in a project in school, anything like that, when you're used to working by yourself, you forget, hey, this is why teachers put us in team building, to let us realize, to help us understand that everything doesn't have to be done by ourselves. And nothing really is done by ourselves, honestly, because whenever we need some help, we have to ask other people. You can implement something by yourself, and this is kind of something I've said before, but you can implement something by yourself. But at the end of the day, when you want to get that, brick and mortar building, you're going to have to go to the bank and see if you can get that loan. And that's people. The bank is a place, but the people inside are the ones that make the decision, right? So you're not doing it by yourself, because now you're asking others to come in and help you. When you are running a business, the people who are your co-workers or your employees, the people that represent you when you're not there, they're your team. So whenever you're working with them and you're asking for their feedback, Take in other perspectives, because those team members that are out in the front lines are the ones that's dealing with your customers. They're dealing with the vendors, and they may see things that you don't see. So take in other perspectives. You're not the only one working on that project. You're not the only one trying to get something to get where it needs to go at the end of the day. And that is always about success, abundance, and prosperity. And that's what everyone wants, whether you are a CEO, a CFO, a COO, or just the guy who opens the door in the morning. Everyone works hand in hand together. Okay, so it's not just one person, it's everyone. Take in other perspectives, be open to other opportunities, be open to seeing things from other people's eyes and understanding where they're coming from, and then you make a decision. And try to make the best decision when you can, when you're working with a team. Okay, so here is the bottom of this deck, and we have the High Priestess. Now the High Priestess is intuition. Okay, this is ruled by the moon. Okay, and she is someone who kind of has a knowing, an inner knowing. Okay, and when you are dealing with other people in a team, okay, when you're dealing with other people in a team, you have to go with intuition sometimes, right? And perspectives are good. These are both water. Okay, so make sure that when you're working with your team also, that no one is duping anybody or trying to fool anybody or pull the wool over the eyes of anybody, because sometimes with this energy, this person, whether it could be you or someone you know, could be using their intuition or taking a perspective and twisting it a little. So be careful of that as well. But this is where intuition comes in, to make sure that you are open, that you are listening, and that you are creating as you go. So let's see what this has to say. And sometimes the High Priestess is about saying, sometimes you won't know until you're in it as well, because sometimes it's like saying you have to wait till you get to the end to see the outcome. Sometimes when you're working with a team, we get caught up with the outcome of a situation or the outcome of a project or the outcome of how a relationship is supposed to go or what you thought it was supposed to go, and you're missing the journey. You're missing the journey as well. You're missing the fun. Instead of looking at what's going on right now in the moment, you're trying to figure out how it's going to end. And sometimes we can't be too worried about how it's going to end, and just enjoy the creativity of what's going on while you're making those decisions with your team. When you're having fun with your team, you're not worried about what the outcome is. And if you are worried about the outcome, then you come up with solutions, because Neptune is about looking at other perspectives as well to come to a solution. It's not just one person's idea of something and that's it. It's everyone's idea to come to a solution and to have fun while they do it, and to not worry so much about the end result. So let's see what this energy oracle has to say. And we have Door to Spirit, right along with this High Priestess energy, the Door to Spirit. So let's see what that has to say. There it is. Spiritual awakenings and new beginnings. And what did I just say? The astrological new year is about new beginnings, new opportunities, and here it is backing it up. So we have two things backing up what I spoke about earlier. We have the Emperor card for those who have their birthdays in Aries or have Aries placements. And then we have new beginnings to mark the new astrological new year as well, because it always starts for Aries every year. So let's see what this has to say. It says, the door opens onto the expansive energetic realm where all new beginnings originate. The orbs of light are guiding you through the clouds of the earthly world, leading you to a deeper understanding of your eternal identity, the source of all true value and power. This door opens onto truly unlimited potential, for the changes that happen here reach deep into the core of your being. As such, this card often heralds your increasing powers in the spiritual arts and a deepening connection with the spirit world. Don't be surprised if you find yourself becoming more intuitive, more aware of spirit's presence, or more powerful in your own healing practices. Now is the time to open up to the unexpected guidance and inspiration of spirit and to the magic and power of your true identity. Now that is awesome, everyone. That is so awesome. Okay. So the door to spirit is literally saying, work with your team. Work with your team. It's not just your physical team. It could be your spiritual team as well, because having a new perspective is saying also you have a spiritual team and you also have a physical team. You put those two things together and now you can use your intuition to guide you forward. Okay. So it's not just you by yourself. You do have a team, whether it be physical or spiritual. Your physical team is there to help you, and also your spiritual team is there to help you. Your ancestors, your angel guides, your spirit guides, whatever you like to call them. Everyone has a different word for them. So the door to spirit here is literally saying, use your team. Don't think that you're by yourself. We are never by ourselves. The universe always brings us help. You could be walking down the street. It's help all the time. All you have to do is ask. Literally ask. There's always someone there to help you. And that person is a part of your team at that moment. It's not just, I have a team and that's it. The universe always brings us team members. It could be a moment. It could be a second. It could be for 5 years. It could be for 15 years. It could be for a lifetime. But guaranteed, we have our team members, and all they ask is that we look at things from a different perspective when we have our team members with us. Okay, so I hope this message resonated with you all. The door to spirit is wide open for you. It is Aries season. It is the spring equinox. This is the time of new beginnings, new opportunities, new friendships, new love, new children. Anything that is new and good is coming through for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.